Welcome to this completely unbiased and wildly chaotic video featuring Grand Theft Auto 5. The following content may include reckless driving, criminal behavior, bad decisions, loud explosions, and the destruction of digital property. During these videos, I may also talk about pop culture, internet nonsense, celebrities, movies, games, and people in the chat. Any jokes, sarcasm, exaggerations, or insults directed at public figures, fictional characters, corporations, trends, or anything else are clearly comedic commentary and opinion, and are not statements of fact nor representations of my real-life views or beliefs. This video is purely entertainment. Everything shown happens inside a video game, where the laws of physics, morality, traffic, and safety are optional. No real crimes were committed in the making of this video. No real people were harmed. No real allegations are being made about anyone living or dead. In fact, if this sounds ridiculous, guess what? You guessed it, it probably is. If you are easily offended, allergic to sarcasm, or have a hard time placing your personal biases aside, feel free to leave now. I'm just being unbiased, y'all. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
We've all noticed it, but I don't think that we talk about it enough. That's why I'm deciding to do so. I'm figuring it out now that being online, especially for anybody born after 1995, is almost like your second life, if you will. Being chronically online is something that has plagued all of us, including the youth. Look at these children, man. The babies are growing up, and I'm noticing that the way that they're developing as far as their bone structure is totally different. Like their hands are morphing to be more. Look at that fucking dude just standing there. See, those are the type of motherfuckers that if he's still here, bro, I'll probably run his ass over. Like, I can't stand people in lobbies like that, y'all, for real. But anyway, yeah, when you think about the way the kids are growing up and the way their bodies are forming, and I know we don't like talking about little children and when it comes to their bodies and the way they're developing in a negative light, but do you see the way their necks are curving downward as if they're in a constant state of looking down? You know, what happened to standing up straight with your chest up and out? That's how we were essentially raised to live our lives, especially when you're offline. But nowadays, with them being chronically online, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very, very difficult time to get their bodies to develop to the point where they're naturally going to hold their head up high and have their chest out. The average human being these days, the way their bodies are developing and starting to adapt to the way that we do things, we're starting to be slumped over looking a lot more. And on top of all of that, we're also starting to develop this hunchback looking thing. It's very strange looking stuff, y'all. And I'm not one to say that I'm an expert, and I can't even tell you how we can fix this, because this seems to be something that has taken on a new life of its own. And I don't see enough people talking about it, at least in my circles. I'm sure if I did enough research and went into a few echo chambers, I'd find a whole community that believes some of the things I'm talking about right now that I don't essentially have an English word for. All I know is it looks very, very strange. And I'm blaming the fact that we are chronically online and on these devices. And oh my goodness, I know. Who is the pot calling the kettle black? He's on a device right now telling us that we're chronically on devices. He wouldn't even have a platform if it wasn't for these devices. I get it. Listen. Eat the meat, spit out the bones on most of the things I'm about to tell you when it comes to this. And when it comes to me being on these devices, how else am I supposed to convey these messages to y'all? Get over yourself, all right? You're just looking for a way to invalidate and deflect what I'm saying because there may form a level of truth that you're not willing to accept currently. And that's okay. There's a tons of truths that have been revealed to me that I am just not willing to accept in the moment. And you know what? I'm going to hold that L when eventually it's revealed to me that truth could or couldn't be the reason why I'm unable to be who I want to be. Hopefully the real ones caught that. But yeah, I'm concerned for the chronically online because I'm noticing the way that it's shaping our moods and the way that we interact as human beings. I'm hearing a lot of different words like anxiety now in this century. Man, that word barely even existed in the 1900s. But nowadays you're hearing this word being thrown around, and you're hearing people self-diagnose in ways that I've never thought would be socially acceptable. But it has become that way because people can relate to that type of language, especially when it's lingo that's being taken from a platform that's not rooted in reality. Yeah, even though online's not real, at least when I was growing up, it wasn't a real place. Now it has become a second life for people. And for most people, it's become their primary life. Think about the last time you ever logged out of anything. Now, thankfully, we can turn off these consoles, but think about the last time you logged off of one of your social media platforms. That's not even a thing. You stay signed in for you to come back to it, and unless you're on that other one, that the Clock app, it doesn't tell you to not continue scrolling. I thought that was wild, man. I saw somebody on the Clock app, and the Clock app told them, hey, you might want to take a break. I think that's extremely cool, but we need that type of innovation everywhere, man. I believe it's going to come down to it, especially if they realize they can truly monetize. A lot of these different apps are going to go from subscription based and membership type stuff to actually paying for the opportunity to be able to utilize them all day, every day. That's what it's moving towards, that type of exclusivity. And if it's not the apps that we use as a public, there are going to be more exclusive apps that are going to provide certain types of access that are going to be that way, where you're going to have to pay a nice little premium to maintain it. So yeah, man, I think that whatever you're trying to do, it's important that you can try to do it in real life just as much as you can do it online. Like, for example, the person I am in real life, I love that guy. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell people, oh man, like, I don't like my life. That's why I play video games. No, I love my life. I play video games the same reason why most people do it. Because it's a form of not only a form of therapy for me, but it's also an opportunity to develop online in a way that I see as beneficial. Yeah, I don't get anything out of tweeting all damn day. I get nothing from that. Are they both actions that you're going to do online? Yes, but I get certain dopamine hits from doing things when it comes to gaming that I'll never get from posting an Instagram reel. I could care less about those algorithms on those specific apps because those apps and those algorithms don't cater to the way I want to live my life and the way I want to consume certain forms of information. It just doesn't. Now, there's certain games you ain't gonna learn shit from. You're just having a good time, and that's the beauty of the variety of the gaming community. There's so many reasons why and so many reasons to play certain games. Like right now, I'm playing GTA, going hard, building my criminal empire. But I'm chopping it up with y'all about the inability to be able to grow because these motherfuckers around me are chronically online. And I can't grow with these motherfuckers that can only do things online. It's so frustrating when you try to have a conversation with somebody offline and all of the conversations and talking points they want to have are shit that's going on online. Yeah, that shit is annoying, yo. Especially when you've heard it and you're a chronic scroller yourself. So all of these talking points they've sit up here and regurgitated to you, you've already heard them. It's nothing new. So what do you tend to do? You tend to tune people out and not look to your friends and family or anybody else for any type of other information because guess what? You probably heard it from one of your favorite influencers already. There's no independent talking points that are championed in this society that I could actually think of off the top of my head outside of my own. That's because I'm unbiased. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make a video pretty soon about the ways that being unbiased online has changed my life. Oh, it's completely changed my life because I had to look at the amount of time I spent on a lot of these mobile apps. Yeah, go do that for once in your life. Go take your ass over there and check out. Oh, my bad, bro. I did not mean to run you over. My bad, homie. Anyway, let me just so I can secure the bag. Don't think for one moment that it's somebody out here that is not able to log off. But because like I said, I'm one of those people that can log off. But it took me a while because I didn't look at how much time I was actually spending on these mobile apps. Man, at one point, especially with my other pages, man, I had spent days, plural, throughout the week on these apps. I'm like, wow, that's where all my time is going. That's where all my energy is going. These blue lights and these blue screens and all of these things that we're consuming passively, yeah, they're doing something to us that they're not giving us the language to explain. I could provide it to you, but then y'all would tell me I'm not a professional. So do your own Googles and research so you can be a pro on what's helping you grow. Because when I found out what it was actually doing to me physically, I had to switch up. And that's why I'm switching up now and showing y'all different ways to express yourselves and to grow online outside of the conventional ways that they've been teaching us. Everything ain't for everybody. So whether you do or don't sign out, that's totally your prerogative. All right, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your time online. I'm just wanting you to maybe the next time you're doing shit, maybe, just maybe, you should go and check out the amount of time you spent scrolling. Yeah, just look at the amount of time that you spent on the app that you love the most the next time you're on it, because they do have opportunity to track how much time you spend. And you tell me what you come up with in the comments. At the height of my time online, the height of it on IG, I had spent 73 hours, 16 minutes, and 14 seconds. That was in a week. That's 3 days of my life scrolling. Had to make a change. Could not lie to myself about what I had seen and what I was doing. I want you to stop lying to yourself, or you can end up here. And then all of the things that you've done throughout your life won't really matter that much because it only happened online. Now, after you listen to this video, log out and go touch grass. Peace, y'all. I'm out of here.